Hi everyone, my name is Kai and I am here to read with you about Rescue and Jessica. A life-changing friendship written by Jessica Kensky and Patrick Downs and illustrated by Scott Magoon. What do you think the story is about? I am going to give you a hint. We are going to learn about service animals. And you know they are service animals because they wear a special vest. Now let's start our story time.
Thank you to our friends at Candlewick Press for allowing us to read this story. All rights respectively belong to Candlewick Press and Jessica Kensky, Patrick Downs, and Scott Magoon.
Here are some pictures of service dogs. A service dog can be any breed and color. They all wear their special vest. Take a look at Jessica's legs. She is wearing prosthetics. Prosthetics is a replacement for a part of your body. It can be for your arm, hand, food, leg, and even your eyes. You can use prosthetics to have a replacement for your hands, ankles, and legs. Sometimes you can lose a part of your body because of an accident, a disease, or sometimes people are just born that way. There are 3 types of service dogs. In this story, we will be learning about service dogs. Rescue in our story is a service dog. Service dogs help people with tasks like turning off the lights, opening the door, and much more. There are also emotional support animals, which can be any animal, dogs, cats, or even ducks. Finally, there are therapy dogs, which are a type of service dog that provides comfort. This story is a real-life story. You can see here what the real Jessica and Rescue look like. Here are Jessica and Rescue, the authors of this beautiful real-life story we are going to read. Now let's start reading. Rescue and Jessica, a life-changing friendship. On a special farm in the countryside, a pup named Rescue was in training. He was learning to help people who could not see. But he was worried. His trainer had just said, "You aren't meant to be a seeing eye dog." This was hard for Rescue to hear. Helping people who can't see was the family business. The service dog team is better for you. His trainer said, "Service dogs work beside their partners instead of in front of them." Will I be a good service dog? Rescue wondered, what will my new partner be like? Will she like me? Rescue didn't want to let anyone down. In a hospital in the city, a girl named Jessica was worried. Both of her legs were badly hurt. Everyone hoped her right leg would heal, but the doctors had to remove part of her left leg so she could be healthy again. "You're an amputee now, Jessica," the doctor explained. "You have to wear a prosthetic leg or use a wheelchair for the rest of your life." That was hard to hear. She had only ever walked on her own 2 legs. How will I do things on my own? Jessica wondered. When will I be able to walk again? What will my life be like? Her whole family was worried about her, and she didn't want to let anyone down. Back in the country, Rescue was learning how to be a service dog. When he wore his blue cape, that meant he was in training. He had to stay by his partner's side. He fetched all kinds of things. He even learned how to open doors. "Rescue, you're a natural," said his trainer. At the hospital, Jessica was learning new ways to do things that used to come easily. She used a wheelchair to get around. She practiced getting out of bed differently. She put on a prosthetic leg so she could stand. She was learning how to walk again, even though her right leg was still hurt. "Jessica, you are becoming strong," said her doctors. Rescue was proud of all he had accomplished, but he was still worried. He was named in honor of a brave firefighter. He had big shoes to fill. Rescue wanted to help people, just like his namesake. Jessica knew she had made a lot of progress, but she was frustrated and sad about the things she still couldn't do. She wondered if she would ever be happy again. She felt like the changes were too big, too much. One day, a visitor came to see Jessica, and she brought her service dog, Kurahi. Jessica saw how smart a dog like Kurahi could help her. That very day, she started filling out the application to ask for a dog of her own. After a while, Jessica got some very exciting news. Rescue got exciting news too. He also got a new red cape. Finally, the big day arrived. "It's nice to meet you, Rescue," said Jessica. She looked so nice and so pretty, Rescue thought. Rescue stood up very tall. He hoped she didn't notice his legs were trembling, but his wagging tail gave him away. Jessica smiled a big smile and laughed a big laugh, the first time in a long time. Jessica and Rescue stayed in the country for a few weeks, and Rescue showed her all the things he could do. You're amazing, Jessica told Rescue. You think I'm amazing? Rescue thought. I think you're amazing! Back in the city, Rescue and Jessica got used to working together. Rescue brought her the things she needed. He opened things that were hard for her to reach. Rescue barked if Jessica needed someone. If she tripped, he would hold steady so she could get back up. Rescue and Jessica were always together, but when she didn't need his help, Rescue really liked to sleep. Jessica knew that even though Rescue was special, he was a regular dog too. She made sure that Rescue had playtime every day. But Jessica still wasn't completely healthy. One day, her doctor told her that her right leg would have to be removed too. She would need to wear 2 prosthetic legs. This didn't get any easier for Jessica to hear. The night after the doctor removed her right leg, Rescue knew just what to do to help Jessica, all on his own. Rescue and Jessica had to start all over again. Slowly but surely, they learned how to do all the things they needed to do. Together. They did chores together, they played together, and they snuggled together. For the first time in a long time, Jessica felt happy. And that made Rescue happy too. You changed my life, Rescue, she said. I couldn't have done this without you. I'm so proud of us, he thought. You rescued me, Rescue, said Jessica. But the truth was, they had rescued each other. This true story shows the major role dogs like Rescue play in the lives of people with disabilities. Heartwarming and compelling. This book makes it clear why dogs truly are a man's best friend. A quote from Dr. Jane Goodall. What are some of the ways Rescue helped Jessica? Did this story change the way you think about animals with jobs? Is Rescue more than a pet? Here are some pictures of real-life Jessica and Rescue. Now that we've come to the end of our story and activities, how do you feel after reading Jessica and Rescue? Tell your friend how this book made you feel. This video is proudly produced with the support of the Pollination Project. Thank you.